What is up, players? It's WarbossTae up in this mug. Welcome to my studio update for today. I'm so glad that you joined me. Take a couple minutes out of your day to hear what I'm doing. Let me tell you what's on the table. First, I've got another 10 orc boys. I've been working on the orcs pretty furiously, so I just finished another squad, and so this is the third squad I'm working on. And I want to build them up and paint them up and get them up to a good level and then show those off to you. So wish me luck with those. I'm having a lot of fun, lots of repetition, especially with the checker patterns. But it is a War Master job, and so I'm going to give it the War Master level, which is my highest level of painting and skill and craftsmanship. And I'm just really loving it. Orcs are my first love. They are the most fun army, fluffy-wise, fiction-wise, and I love painting them. Over here you can see the beginnings of a Dreadfleet game box set. I really think Games Workshop did a great job crafting these pieces. They look so good, and if you look up on YouTube, a lot of people don't paint them. And that's kind of sad, because look how good they look painted. If you just spray them, prime them in black or white or whatever and play them like that, or even if you just paint them gold. I've seen some people who just paint everything. All of these pieces are just gold, and that's fine, but take the time to actually do some good stuff with it. Let me take you through it if you want to replicate my paint job, because I did not do tutorials for these ones. I'm still deciding whether or not I want to take the time to film it, because tutorials take a long time to not only film but edit and upload and render, and I just want to make sure it's worth lots of people's times to actually sit down and watch it. I know a lot of people just play this stuff in the background while they're working, and that's totally fine too, but I figure there's so much stuff on my plate to film ridiculous tutorials about and post up in the background and just play it while you're working. Dreadfleet might be interesting. I don't know. Let me know. Continue to let me know in the comments if you'd like me to show you how I would paint the ships. But this is how I painted these pieces. Base coat, all three of these measuring stick pieces in Rakarth Flesh, shade with Seraphim Sepia, re-highlight with Rakarth Flesh, and then Menoth White Highlight, which is a very extreme bone white color. You can also use Vallejo's Ivory or Games Workshop's Pallid Witch Flesh, which I do not have. Then once all of the spines and spikes are highlighted up, just paint in the circles with Abaddon Black, and then once that is dry, paint the numbers with Vallejo's Liquid Gold, Rich Gold. Liquid Gold, any gold is really good, but Rich Gold I decided to use for the Dreadfleet because why not? It's treasure. It looks like treasure. It looks great. It looks like burnished jewelry. So all 5 of these jewelry pieces, or treasure pieces rather, are identical, which is why I needed to paint them differently. The breastplate down here, I thought it was a cup, but it's a breastplate. That looks so good. And then all of the individual coins in the treasure pile, just such a great sculpt. You've got this evil goblet here, evil chalice, so I painted a little bit of glowy green on each of them, their eyes and the nose and the mouth. And then all 5 of the treasure pieces have different colored gemstones. So this one's blue. The one I just showed you is green to represent like jade and emerald. You've got a yellow one here, a red one for rubies, and I think a purple one for amethyst. So they're all supposed to represent a different precious stone, and that is just more of an artist's choice for me as the artist of the painting this set. I wanted each one to look different. So 5 treasure pieces, treasure counters there. We'll come back to this one. You've got 2 angle measuring tools here. So I decided to paint that up with, I think I did Balthazar Gold for the whole thing, and then Rich Gold Black for the background, and then I did Rakarth Flesh for all the bone, and then I shaded with Agrax Earthshade, and I highlighted back up with, again, that Menoth Menoth White highlight. So very cool. This one was actually very fast because the colors are so simple. These guys were just Balthazar Gold everything, then pick out the silver pieces with Lead Belcher, and do some black for the centers of the goblets and all of the gem pieces, and then go at them with different paints. So I just used a combination of different paints. The thing when painting up gemstones, I noticed it's always good to do 3 colors: the base color, a highlight color, and then the topmost of the poppermost, the pop color, which is going to is the one that really picks up. So for example, the blues were done in Cantor blue, highlighted up with Lothern blue, and then I believe it was Teclis blue, whichever one is the brightest. So each one, it looks a lot better when you have 3 progressively lighter colors. Finally, this piece, such a crazy piece to paint. I looked up in the White Dwarf, the one that I'm using as a guide, and I didn't really find anything that described how to do this side. The other side I'm going to show you I found easily enough, but you have to really go hunting for an image of what this looks like. The first thing, the other side, all of these clouds are white, and so I thought it would be white on both sides. I didn't realize until I looked at the picture that it's actually like these dark clouds. So Mechanicum Standard Gray, highlighted with Dawnstone, and then final highlight of Othwan Gray. All the gold is Balthazar Gold as a base, and then highlight with Vallejo's Liquid Gold. For the center, I started with Abaddon Black, and then for the swirlies, the lower ocean part, the greener ocean, I did, what was it, Incubi Darkness, and then Sotek Green, and then Temple Guard Blue. For the upper areas, I used Calidor Sky, and then I highlighted with Teclis Blue, Hoeth Blue, the all the blues that have elf-related words in them. And then I just added in some White Scar and Othwan Gray, and then I created the foamy parts, and I tried to highlight it so that the white foam is only visible at the curves and the bends in the current. So it kind of creates a very foamy illusion. What do you think? I think it looks pretty cool. Okay, and then I use Vallejo's water effects to give it a very nice looking reflective sheen to symbolize water. I think that's beautiful and fantastic. On the other side, here we go, white clouds. So Celestia Gray highlighted with Othwan Gray, highlighted with White Scar. The bone is just like the bone over there. So Rakarth Flesh shaded with Arex Earthshade, highlighted with Menoth White Highlight. The entire checkered pattern inside the compass here is painted Abaddon Black, and then Rakarth Flesh, and then Menoth White Highlight for all of the white areas. It's very, very deceptively difficult. It looks easy, maybe. I don't know if you think it looks difficult. I thought when I saw it, I was like, oh, it's just paint between the lines. Paint it all black and then paint between the lines and you get the white areas. But you do need a solid, steady hand and nerves of steel. So again, if you do not have Dreadfleet, get a set of the Dreadfleet. You could probably get it for cheap. Don't pay full retail price for it. I bet you could get it off of eBay from people who just don't play it anymore and probably didn't even paint it up. And practice your painting skills, especially your hand painting skills. I haven't used my dry brush on any of these pieces yet. I guess I could have for this one, but excuse me. But I really wanted to hand paint this compass here, this golden compass. Oh, so sad, that movie. And then the thing you might notice, which I am most proud of out of everything I've painted today, the thing I'm most proud of is this globe in the center. I tried to make it look like a one of those sepia-toned globes of days past. So I painted everything in Rhinox hide. Then I painted the land masses in Baneblade brown, and then I lined Rhinox hide as latitude and longitude lines, kind of following the surface of the globe, just like a regular globe would look. And then I did latitude lines, and then longitude lines, vertical and horizontal. And then I watered down some Baneblade brown, and I repainted all of the land masses. And what that does, when you water down a paint, a layer paint, and you paint it over another paint, what it does is it dulls it down. So the Rhinox hide latitude and longitude lines, they were pretty dark. They looked pretty obviously painted on. But when I shaded, or when I glazed the entire area with some Baneblade brown, the landmass areas, it really faded it and makes it look the way it does, which I am very, very happy about. So there you go. That's my progress for today. I hope you all are doing well. I'd love to see your progress on YouTube. Just post it up to the Google group, WarbossTae 2015 Painting Community. And I am actually I'm pouring through videos from the May Painting Challenge. And wow, if you have not looked on those on that section in just like buried deep in the challenge from 4 months ago, look again, especially if you're a May Painting Challenge participant. Go back and catch up on those videos, because I didn't realize, I should have realized this, but hello, we had like 100 people participating this year. I should have realized this, but when you are doing the challenge, painting every single day, making videos every single day, trying to watch other people's videos, you don't really get to watch too much of them. So now that my schedule is more free, I can relax, I can breathe, I'm not under a time crunch. I will watch these videos and remember, holy cow, what awesome projects we had. This year was full of awesome projects and fantastic, amazing, inspiring people. I'm just really happy I got to know all of you guys, and everybody that participated, kudos to you. I'm going to continue. I think I'm on like day 10 or 11 of the videos, and just pouring through it and just basking in the awesomeness that was the May Painting Challenge this year. So return with me to the May Painting Challenge section of our Google group and watch some videos. It's gonna really make you appreciate life a little bit more, I think. It could just be me. So continue to post over there. Thank you so much for being such great members of this little painting community we've got going on. And thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.